Okay, so if you haven't gathered by now, this is kind of a thing. Every 5,000 subscribers or so, I'll do a Q&A. And it's been an emotional past few days, so I'm going to try and kind of ease back into videos with a nice chill Q&A. Also, I kind of glossed over that. Thanks for 20,000 subscribers. That's absolutely mental. Brief backstory. I know you guys know about my uncle passing. A couple of other life-changing things happened over the weekend, and as a result of that, I wasn't in a mental state to start making videos again on the Monday. But to be honest, I really need to do this stuff because it's what keeps me alive. It just gives me something to do, and I really love cinematography. So I'm not going to leave it too long before starting videos. I'll be live streaming tonight with Callum, and then hopefully Friday I'll be making another video. So we're going to do a Q&A. I asked you all in the community tab on my YouTube channel, and I've got like 10 or 20 questions here that I'll go through and answer as briefly as I can, but as concisely as I can with the most amount of info possible. Congrats on 20k first of all. Cheers, dude. If you don't mind, I have two questions. First, do you have a best budget used camera to buy around £250 to £300? Budget to start off in photography and maybe a bit of video work with. I kind of butchered that, but let me just look this up quickly. ebay.co.uk. Yep, my assumptions were correct. If you want 1080p video, then go for the Sony a6000. And if you want UHD video, go with the Panasonic G7 because they both offer really good features for their price, and yeah, they give you good upgrade paths in the future. Secondly, do you miss your S7 Edge and would you recommend upgrading from the S7? I loved my S7 Edge, and this ties in with another question that I'll get onto in a minute, but I think it's absolutely fantastic. I miss the S7 Edge. It wasn't too speedy at the latter days of its life, but it was definitely one of the best phones, if not the best phone I've ever owned. And do I recommend upgrading from the S7? The S7's a good phone. S7 Edge is a bit better. I would keep the S7. If it was me, I wouldn't have a problem with the S7 or S7 Edge. What's your daily driver? iPhone 10 for smartphone and Mac Pro for PC. Is the S7 Edge still one of your favourite phones, or is the iPhone 10 topped it? Nope, S7 Edge is still one of my favourite phones of all time, and Nexus 6, I believe, yeah. The iPhone 10 is good, don't get me wrong, but I just haven't really used it that much since I got it. Like, it all seems pretty boring. If you could design and build your own dream smartphone, what would it be like in terms of hardware and software? Hardware would be a Nexus 6 with a fingerprint scanner, and software would be Android 8.1.0 or whatever we're on these days. My dream job, other than being a YouTuber, I've got a couple really. One is I'd love to be a software engineer. I'm really bad at coding and designing code, but I absolutely love the idea of it, and I'm really into the front end, the back end, the infrastructure, or a networking engineer. And the second choice would probably be a cinematographer. I'd like to do that. My opinion on the S5, because for some reason that's been really popular recently. It's a good phone. Would I buy one? No, because I don't like it that much. But yeah, it's a decent phone. I mean, don't know why this is so popular recently. Do you think OnePlus can still call itself a budget brand now that the OnePlus 6 starts at $529? If you want a video on this, a proper in-depth video, then let me know. But OnePlus, since the OnePlus 5, has not been a budget brand. £500-ish for a smartphone is not budget, in my opinion. 300 to 350 was definitely pushing it. But I think around 200 to 250, maybe less than that, that's when you call it budget. If there was one phone you could keep forever and just upgrade the internals, what would it be? Either S7 Edge or iPhone 6s Plus. What's your life outside of YouTube? I go to the gym every morning, I play some video games sometimes, I work on uni work, which is the Open University, so I get that stuff done. But YouTube basically consumes most of my life, and I absolutely love that. What are my thoughts on the iPhone 10 notch, and how long do you think this trend will last in smartphones? I don't really care about the notch. Like, there are a few notches that look really ugly. I don't like the look of the OnePlus 6 notch, nor the supposed, alleged Pixel 3 XL notch. I like the notches of the Essential phone, the iPhone 10, I mean even the P20 Pro isn't that bad. I don't really care about notches. To be honest, I think these days with the modern smartphones, they all just look the same. I don't really care. What are your plans for the channel and its upcoming videos? Well, I plan on doing some more PC based stuff, so I've got my PC down there that I'm going to be doing a video on, and just how it's basically come together as one big story. And then I'm going to be doing a video on like upgrading it, not to something crazy expensive, just some stuff I found cheap on eBay. I love PC building. It's kind of therapeutic to do it. A lot of people will tell you that. So there are a lot of budget PCs in my life and laptops that I can definitely review, and it's really interesting to look at something other than a smartphone. Apart from that, it's just looking at Xiaomi smartphones, cheaper smartphones, and budget ones that I haven't checked out yet. I'd love to do giveaways and meetups and stuff, but I mean, I'm 20k. I'm like one of the smallest channels on YouTube. If you were Tim Cook, what would you change about Apple and why? I'd probably introduce a new iPod, because I love iPods. I think they're great. Obviously, they're kind of redundant these days, but just like a proper little iPod. For people like me who don't want to take their phones into the gym all the time, it's nice to have a little clip on like iPod Nano type thing or iPod Shuffle. I'd love to get one of those. I'd love to remake one of those and change the whole iPod brand and bring it back, because I mean, I love the iPod. Ewan asks, what are my top 3 video games? Probably Gran Turismo 5, The Sims 3, and Crash Bandicoot 2. Why no Xiaomi phones on Failtech? By the way, great channel. I really enjoyed the videos and you were killing it. Thank you so much, man. It really does, in times like these, like I don't think I'm going through a horrible time, but in some pretty dark times of my life, YouTube has always been like the most amazing thing, because you guys are so supportive, even though I don't know most of you. And I mean, yeah, it's just crazy the support I had. So thank you so much for all the support. Why no Xiaomi phones? It's mainly because I borrow a lot of the phones from my friends when I do these videos, and Xiaomi is just not a popular brand in the UK. Not to say that I don't want to check out some Xiaomi phones, because there are a few I really want to check out, but to be honest, it's difficult to get a hold of them, and money is a bit tight at the moment. You can probably tell that I'm not the most energetic in this video, mainly because it's 1:48 AM, and 2, like I said, it's been a bit of a rough past few days, but I want to say thank you for all the support. You know, I've been doing this like almost full time since January of 2016, and it's been a blast. I've learned so much, especially about myself, and how I work and how I kind of interact with other people. And YouTube is just great. Even if you don't have a lot of time, just if you really want to get started on YouTube, just do it. It's a really good way to use your time and to learn. And I've learned a lot of good stuff with this. Also, obviously, Callum or Kelsey and Ewan have been helping heaps and heaps when it comes to like checking out new phones, getting new phones in, and also like the animations, the behind the scenes, the stuff you don't necessarily see. It's stuff that I'm just so thankful for. So thank you so much, you guys. You mean a lot to me, and the stuff that you do is really appreciated. Like, there are loads of things I want to do in the future, and you know, we're starting to get in maybe a sponsor or 2 in here, and some people are sending us devices and little bits and bobs, so it's just starting to kind of creep up. And anyway, I just want to say thank you all so much for your support. Like, it's just been incredible. Please do like, dislike, comment, subscribe if you're new around here to never miss a video like this one. Also follow me on Patreon or social media, because you know, it's amazing. My Patreons are awesome. Thank you so much for your continued support. My name's been Ryan Thomas with Failtech, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.